Hi there. I'm Tercy Engelhardt, and I want to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Choice. I have a book by the same name. It's available on Amazon and other popular book purchasing sites. I started this podcast the very beginning of our shared COVID experience, whatever you call that. And I've continued. This is episode 206, I believe. And I don't know, the last time I looked, I was pretty amazed. But I think it was like, I don't know, 45,000 people had independently listened to an episode over these years. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of your journey. And whether you're joining us for the very first time or you've been with us for a while, and it's great to have you here. And I remind people every week that I don't have your answers. You do. However, sometimes when we hear somebody else's story or they share tidbits of wisdom that they've gleaned along the way, something resonates with us, and it resonates at a level that perhaps it hasn't in the past, even if we've heard the same thing said the same way. And it's my hope that that will happen for you, and that in hearing something that kind of fits into the pieces of your individual journey of healing and restoration, redemption, just restoring all those broken off pieces of yourself, that'll ease your journey, move you further along, and encourage you, champion you, help you take the next step. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's my wish for you. I also offer individual opportunities on Tuesday mornings. And really, what I do is, as an elder in the community, I really just listen. And then I reflect back what I see or hear. And sometimes I hear it in the unsaid. And it's my experience that most of us are pretty hard on ourselves. And it's nice to have someone older than us share what they see or what they hear and remind us of who we really are. And it feels good and it's helpful and encouraging. And that's my hope. So if it's something you're interested in, it's on a donation basis, and you can sign up on tercyengelhardt.com under the topic of work together. So there you go. I hope you're having a great week. Along the lines of trusting, which we kind of dove in together last week, I'm continuing. Only this particular episode is called, and I want you to consider that the lesson you get is the lesson you need. Now, I don't know about you. What I mean by need here is it's the one that's going to help you grow and develop, heal, become more whole, begin to be who you were designed to be. And it's not always easy. And oftentimes we see other people's lessons and we think, I want that one. That one looks nicer, kinder, easier to you. Well, probably because it's not your lesson and you don't need it. The one that you get is the one that you need. And I say that because I want you to try that on this week and stop resisting how your lessons are showing up. We have some family members going through a tough time right now, and I'm actually getting ready to write them and remind them of that. Like, this lesson that's in the front of you is there to serve you. It's actually helping you heal and move along on your journey, even though it may look like it's about another member of the family. They oftentimes come disguised like that. It looks like it's someone else's issue, but it somehow involves us and has us facing our own demons and our own egos. So, yeah, I want you to consider that this week and see if you cannot resist it. And the lessons are everywhere, right? It could be a bounced check. It could be a wound, a fall, a loss. It could be something advantageous. It could be a kindness. Sometimes people hear something kind and it triggers them because they have such a negative experience or expression of themselves. And anyway, it doesn't matter what it is. It's, you spill something today. When we were processing milk, the cream separator malfunctioned and cream went all over the place. And I heard Matthew screaming in the other room while I was milking the cows. And, it's anything. It's anything. It's everything. But if we look at those events, those circumstances, those things that happen in our life on a day-to-day basis, and if we embrace them as opportunities, if we see them as there's a lesson in this, and this lesson is exactly the one I need to help me move further down the road of my development, of my becoming more of who I truly am, the journey will be a lot more rewarding and a lot more fun. And we'll be able to share it with other people. So, I'm not going to say a whole lot more about this. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm referencing. So, this week, what I want you to do is take notice of the lessons, and then see if you can't embrace them, welcome them in, trusting that you are getting exactly the lessons you need at the time and the place that you need them in order to become more of the amazing being you're created to be. Okay? And I'll see you next week.